young people speak, and I go there today, I feel happy. Really good. Always remember that. And I go there, don't think it. So you know that I go there, the tongue has taught me, the child has taught me. Used to be scared to speak my own language when I was young. But when I got older, I realized the importance of having your own language. And having even the ability to play with a drum. So that you can sing with your elders. That's what the drum is for. That's why I brought it here. I'm going to sing you a couple songs, and the songs that I know that were gifted to me. There's a drum over there in the corner there, in the far end of the north end of this building here. It's hidden behind the glass. And the glass should not basically block you away from your own culture. And I'm telling the young people that you have to basically walk towards that slowly. Walk towards who you are. What does your sign say by the Loche sign there? What does it say there? Who's read it? Right? I read it this morning. And when I came into the community here, I seen all the signs that are in Dene. I see all the signs that are in Dene here. It makes me happy. It makes me happy because I know that when I hear all of you young people speaking in here yet, that's very important to hear. Very good to hear. Especially if you're an older person like me. But I am older, right? I'm older than most of you here. But thank you for calling me Australian. But I think once you get older, you realize the importance of even talking about language, your ways, your land. It's always important to talk to young people about that. So for me, what I've been doing the last few years at NorCap is basically trying to get young people onto the land. So I don't only talk about it, I don't only talk about what it means to be on the land, I show them what it means to be on the land. I show them how it feels to be cold outside checking a fish net. Because it's not easy for us if we want to live traditional ways, to just do it. It's not easy because you got to go outside to the cold, you got to dress warm, you got to use a chisel to chop a hole through the ice, you got to do the jigging, not jigging, dancing, but where you put the rope under the ice. You got to do all of that, and you got to do by hand. Some of it you could use an ice auger, it makes it easier, but that's okay. But once you want to do that day, you want to eat fish, no one needs on me. That day, food from the land, you have to work hard for it. Like even dry meat. Yesterday we had dry meat. Like gannet from the north, careful meat. We had that, and the young people, my students, Colin. How many of you know Colin here? One friend. Lift up your hand. Colin is one of my students. Who's Sasha? Sasha. Because every one of my students get a Dene name. Every one of them. So Sasha, if you know her, you'll know what I mean. So her name is Mushzahaya, owl. Colin fox, right? Because he's agile, he's young, right? And he acts like a fox. So every one of my students will get a Dene name, whether you're Dene, whether you're Enna, whether you're Kutina, whatever. And then I'll tell them, you have a sister, or you have a brother in Regina. So Dene I've named over 100 people now, giving them all Dene names. So you'll have an animal name, plus all of you on Dene Doshinki, your grandfathers and your grandmothers named you all in Dene. We all have our Dene names, right? Right? Most of you. I'll tell you why. You know what a sucker looks like, right? Sucker fish. You know, they're in the rivers and they're always eating at the bottom and their mouth is like that, right? The reason why I'm called that, my grandfather named me that. And he named me that, he said that only Chilo, I used to cry a lot, but there was a reason why. And I only found out why I got my name. And one of the old women told me, "Tony Chilo, no, tua ne sherita nole, she didn't have enough breast milk, so you were starving, you were hungry, that's why you were crying lots." So I thought I was just a crybaby. But when you're a baby, then you have to cry, right? If you're hungry and you're not getting enough food from your mom, well, what's the best thing to do? You can't say, "Mama, we're busty." You can't say that, right? You're just a little baby. So what I did is I cried lots, right? All day. I was just like a little tiny baby laying there, and my mouth was always wide open like a sucker fish. So my grandpa named me that. But you know, I thought it was an insult, right? At first, because then there's a reason why. And I found out why, and that was because I was hungry. So I was really kind of happy to know that. I thought my grandpa was just playing with me, right? But that's how grandpas name and grannies name their grandkids. It's their job. You all have English names, Colin, Allan, whatever, right? Jacob, Jonathan, whatever, Sally, Kathy, whatever your English names are. But our jobs as elders, is to name every one of you in Dene. That's how we connect to each other, is through your Dene names. So yeah, that's what I've been doing most of my life, is promoting Dene language. I was one of the first Dene language broadcasters to work on radio in northern Saskatchewan, long before most of you were born. All of you in here were born, except some of you. Like 1980. If anyone was born before 1980, then you would have been just a baby when I was talking on radio. Right? I got a job on radio even though I didn't speak any of that well, because they saw that I had the right attitude. The attitude to just want to do things. The attitude to not look at anything as a major obstacle. If you are scared to do something, if you are hesitant to do anything, even a little tiny thing, you'll back away and you'll say, "I can't do it." So those are things that you should not have as a part of your vocabulary. I can, I will not, I won't. Instead, you have to think, yes, I can. I get a stete, ya de tondoli, heskala. You put yourself in a pair of snowshoes, even though the snow is deep, you will go. That's what your grandfathers did. That's what your grandmothers did. That's what your parents did. And that's what you have to do. Even though you're young, and I heard a lot of elders tell me before, they told me when I was young, just like you, sitting there, lots of energy and just young, feeling really good, thinking that nothing's going to get me, thinking that I'm never going to get old. Well, lo and behold, this is where I am now. Now I'm older. And it's always a step, that does it, forward. And it's what we do with that time that we have here, that we want to make sure that the impression that we leave with others is a good one. So when you try and do things, even though it's impossible at times, even though it's hard like school, wake up in the morning. Wake up at 7 o'clock, not at 10 to 9. And go to bed at 11 o'clock, not at 2 o'clock. Those are very important things, and that's what my elders taught me. They taught me to do those things when I was young. And I thought, who are they to tell me what to do? Who are they? They're just old. They don't know anything. That's what I used to think. But then I started to realize that they could be right. And the attitude that you have towards each other has to be positive. It can't be bad. Yesterday I was just watching something on CNN. Little tiny wee babies. They were put in front of two teddy bears. One is a teddy bear that looks happy, and the other one is a teddy bear that looks mad. Right? Little teddy bears. Stuffed. And 9 times out of 10, the little babies, even though they couldn't talk, they went towards the good one, the happy one. And then the other one, they would look at it, but right away they went to the big one right away. So that's the same with life here, as young people. It's easy to do bad things, it's easy to do negative things. So let's wait for these guys to sit down. So again, welcome everyone, Maki Cho. I'm going to sing you one song, and this is a prayer song. And these songs, I asked for them, I prayed for them, I worked hard for them, and I wanted it to hear from my heart that they taught me in these ways. So when I sing, they close your eyes and don't talk. You have to focus with your heart. One of you is going to ask to pick up that drum again. When the elder that made that drum, I know that he passed away, but he still wants to sing with you. He still wants what he made. This is the same drum that he made, and I use it. I use it, and every time I sing with it, I think of him. I ask him, it's in the name. It's in the name that is shut up. In my mind, I think that's J-Ado. So when we do the songs, you can't record it. So because they're sacred songs, spiritual songs, so no videos, you can't record them on video. Because you have to respect that component of things. But what I want you to do is record it with your